Okay, this is Google Sheets, and so I'll just go ahead and you go to google.com/sheets slash about, I guess. If you click Sheets, okay, it takes you here. So go to Google Sheets, and I'll click a blank. Okay, it comes up with our spreadsheet. Now, first thing we'll take a look at is creating a bar chart. So let me make up some data. Orange, apple, pear, banana. 23, 15, 17, 41. Okay, so got our data. And let me highlight this. So I left mouse clicked here and dragged until it came down to here. Um, Insert. So I'll say insert chart. And here's our basic bar graph. Kind of same thing we got here. Maybe not as fancy. Now over here you have some options. You can choose a chart type. Here's the pie chart. I think that's one of them. You can go to customize, and you see there's a legend here. Chart style, chart and axis titles. If I do the drop down there, chart title. This is favorite fruit. It's not quite true. I don't like pears. Don't like oranges. I like apples and bananas though. Title format. You can do the drop down here, and you can do the center like that, and you can change some other options on that. Um, okay. So then if I do the drop down in this series, um, let's see what there is here. Axis, left axis, error bars, data labels. If I choose data labels, that puts that underneath like that. And value, you can put a none here if you don't want the numbers up there. Okay. And then the horizontal axis probably has a title on it or something. I'm learning myself as I go through this, so I haven't used this in quite a while. Okay, so let me see. Label, font size, horizontal axis, label font. I don't see where it allows me to put in. Okay, not that. Legend. Okay, nothing exciting there. What if I can just click over here and double click there? No, well, let me double click. Let's see, chart and axis titles. Okay, series, type, value, none, legend. Okay, horizontal axis. Okay, vertical axis. I'm not seeing any place put the titles on those, but that's okay. Because I understand if you've got a laptop that doesn't create it, then this gives you the basics. And I'll be happy with this. So that's kind of the important thing on that. I'm wondering if I would have put titles on top of this if it worked. Let me. By the way, if you see a copy chart, you can probably paste this into Word or probably save the image here, but in some way you should be able to capture this and turn it in. What's that a chart do? Okay, gives you that. Okay, so let me delete this. And let me put titles on here. Insert one above. I right clicked here and I did insert one above. This is fruit. And this is frequency. Okay. I'm going to leave those and try this. So I'm going to do an insert chart. Frequency versus fruit. Okay, I got frequency there now and I got fruit there. So that's how you get that. And that across. Okay, that's perfect. Title here could be changed. My favorite fruit. Okay, so it appears like you got to put those across the top like that. Now that's the first one. That's this right here. Now for the pie chart, if we want to create this, again I have this highlighted here. I'll do an insert chart. It'll throw me another bar chart here, but I can come over here to this chart editor, do the drop down, and I can choose the pie chart right here. Let's see what kind of flexibility it has. A2 to A5. Oh, customize. I say there's not many not many options there. Chart and axis title. My favorite fruit. And you could center it if you wanted to. And do some other changes. They got the percents inside there, but that'd be fine for it to be pointed out here. Could be you can double click on this or not. Apply to orange color. Position auto, position bottom. Okay, position looks like we'd want. Left, right, inside. Well, let me do the inside. Probably label to be fine. Like I say, I'm not real picky on that. You can that'd be fine for what I'm looking for. Okay, let me delete those. And the next one's a histogram. Uses statistics below. Okay, input range is the first and last cells containing your data. Uses semicolon to separate cell numbers. Click Summary Statistics and click OK. So Data Analysis Tool Pack. So let me delete this and put some numbers in here. I wonder if I can do this. Edit Copy. And let me try it again. Right click on it, copy, come up here, paste it. Okay, so we got her some numbers, add-ons. Get add-ons. I never have been here. Google Analytics, that kind of sounds like maybe. Power Tools, Data Analysis. Well, I don't know about that. Let's see what else there is. Insert and guessing chart. So we got a line chart. Histogram, right there. Okay, so we got up a histogram, and let's see. Input range is this. The directions making are extensive. Please reference this video how to make it from raw data. What if this allows bins? Add x-axis series is A1 to A18. Okay, how about if I put 85 here, 80 here, 75, 70, 65. And click that. I'll edit chart. Got the histogram. Series. Legend. Horizontal axis. Minimum value, maximum value. Number format from data. Grid lines. There may be an option here. But I'm not seeing the option to set that. Bucket size 10. Ah, that's how you can set your width there. There it is. So if I want to just go by fives, or if I wanted to go by, I wonder if I can just type a number in there, 3. You see how it changes it? It's going from 75, 78. Now I'm assuming we can set 75 somewhere. There it was. Horizontal axis had a minimum value. Let's say minimum value would say 78. And maximum value, let's say it's see, it's going by threes, so 93. So that's how you can change those. And you can play with some of these other options to get it looking closer to what we're looking for here. I understand it's not going to be perfect, and that's fine. It's much better than you going out and buying a $500, $1,000 laptop when we're not going to use it that much in this course. Okay, now let me see if there's any kind of data and tools. This, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. Data validation, name ranges, group, tools, script editor, macros, notification rules, protect sheets, add-ons. Let's see, if I do equals and type average and put A1 colon A18. Yeah, it has to be exactly like what you see, where you got an equals, your average, beginning parentheses, and then your range where your data is, and then your closing parentheses. That'll give you your average. Now if you do equals and standard deviation, standard deviation P, and I'm not sure why it won't let me choose it. I guess I gotta click it. This is a population standard deviation. And again, I do A1 colon A18. So it has to be that, but just range is different. And if I just do standard deviation, I'm guessing that's your sample standard deviation. A1 to A18. Let's see, that's a mean, that's a standard deviations, variance. Let's see what variance is. Variance is var, that's your sample standard deviation. A1 to A18 equals var P, I'm guessing that's population, yeah, per population. A1 to A18, so that's your variance. Now median, let's see, yep, there's a median. If I choose median and I put A1 to A18, it won't always be A18, it's whatever your range is, remember. Quartiles, I wonder how you do that. Equals quartile. So choose a quartile here, data, that'd be A1 to A18, comma, what's this, quartile number, I'm guessing 1 for Q1, there we go, that's our first quartile. In quartile A1 to A18, comma 2 for our second quartile, that should match our median, it does, equals quartile A1 to A18, and then 3 for Q3, and then press enter. What am I forgetting? Okay, statistical summary. That includes mean, median, mode. Is there a mode? There is a mode. And then I'll put A1 to A18. What's that second parameter? Comma. Oh, it's just if you have other range, I think. So A1, 18. 81, is that one that occurs the most often? Yeah, it is. Let me see. We talked about the standard deviation, sample variance, range. I don't know if there's a range function. No. But there is a min, I'm guessing. Yeah, there. A1 to A18. You can do a max. A1 to A18. And then your range, I think, is your max minus your min. So I can do an equals, and then you refer to the cell. You can actually do an up arrow to choose it. Minus, and you can just type it, A33. And that'll give you a range. Let me see. What else is there? Min, max, sum, and count. Okay. Sum. I'll come up here and continue since I'm starting to go off. Equals sum A1 to A colon A18. That's how you do a sum. What was the other one? No memory. Count. So I do a count A1 to A18. Maybe not as slick as the add-in for Excel, but you can't beat the price of it. So again, you can use this to do your work.